Alex being the K-type wrestler with Hannah Rokala, who's coming off her professional debut win. Hannah, how are you?
Hey guys, it's nice talking to you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, it's been 2 days since your fight. How you feeling?
I feel great. I got a nice little shine right here, not too much. My leg's a little sore. Besides that, I'm still on cloud nine, to be honest.
That's it. So awesome. First, before you can talk, well, I guess let's talk about the fight. What was the game plan going into the fight?
I mean, honestly, like I was kind of ready for anything. I pride myself on being a well-rounded martial artist, but like leading up to the fight, I try and do a lot of visualization, and I really had so many different ways of it playing out. But one thing that I really thought would happen would be getting it to the ground up against the cage and like throwing some solid elbows and finishing it that way. Like I envisioned that a lot. But the more I like look back at some of her fights and the way it was playing out in the cage, I was setting up those head kicks, like setting up to the leg and then to the head. And that felt right. And I did it backstage. And my friend Alexa, when I was like the day of the fight, I trained a little bit with her, just to feel fresh, polish some things off. And I kept kicking her in the leg and then kicking her to the head and then kicking. And she was like, Hannah, I swear if you don't do this in the fight, because her leg was bruised after, she was like, if you don't throw a leg kick and then kick her in the head, I'll be so mad at you. And I did. So I was really happy about it.
Awesome. Well, I mean, it was a fantastic win in your professional debut. I guess kind of give me a grade. How would you feel about your win?
I don't know if I could do it any better. I wanted to get like a full on, like hard knockout with the kick. I was really going for it, but TKO, I'll take that. So I'd say a solid 4 stars. Could have been a 5 star, but we'll give it four. I was happy with it.
I mean, it's a 5 star to me. I mean, do you think it's a perfect debut?
I'd say yeah, pretty close to perfect. I mean, I always go back and I critique them like my hands could have been a little higher, this or that. But I'm just trying to like give myself the time to really enjoy the victory and know that it was a really good performance. So yeah.
And even better, you kicked off your professional career with TKO. Some people get decisions like you kicked it off.
Yep. Go big or go home, baby. That's kind of what I do.
I mean, how does it feel to be a professional fighter?
Uh, I freaked out. My sister like drove me to the after party and it like hit me in the car. And I was like, I'm a freaking pro. And I like yelled it out the window and everyone was so hyped and listened to music. And I was like, I've always wanted to be able to say I'm a professional at something, but to be able to say I'm a professional at something that's so freaking cool that I've worked so hard for, there's no better feeling in the world. So it's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, that's kind of like where I was going to go next. Like, you've been at this for a long time, and like, how does it feel to, like, what are the emotions like?
Surreal. Like I said, I'm still like on cloud nine. And then, all the media and all the buzz, it's like very overwhelming in such a good way. I'm just trying to really take it all in. Like my coach Cody, even walking out, he was like, Hannah, take this all in because you're only gonna have one pro debut. And I get to have it in front of all my friends and family in my hometown. It's like you can't describe that feeling to somebody unless they've been there and done it or something similar. It's surreal. That's the only word I have.
Looking back at your very long, very successful amateur career, what was your favorite fight? And just kind of like, wrapping it up, like, what would like just talk about your amateur career?
Oof. My amateur career was like picture perfect. It's how I wanted it to go. Even like having losses are important because that's where you learn so much. It teaches you so much. And then also having my loss like such a tough opponent like Sam Hughes, I learned so much from that. So I'm grateful for that. And I wanted it to be so extensive. Like when I started, my coach was like, "You're gonna get at least 10 fights, at least 10 fights, and I want you to have tough fights because there's no point in like going pro when you haven't really tested yourself." And I mean, I fought in Singapore. I've fought in Amsterdam. I've fought all over the country. I've had like I didn't have as much experience as an amateur could have. So to be able to say that going into my pro career, like I think I had a really really good amateur career, and I'm really happy with it. I think like my awesome pro fight this past weekend is credited to my long extensive experience as an amateur.
I mean, and then you look at it, and there aren't a lot of like cans on that record. They all have winning records. Like that was
Yeah.
that was by design.
Yeah. I didn't want to take easy fights. I mean, some of my fights in Amsterdam, I mean, the girls were tough, especially the girl I fought for the world title. Just, I mean, I fought everybody. I feel like I fought everybody as an amateur,
That's awesome. That's
all
awesome.
the different styles too. So,
Yeah, no, for sure. You got it all. So what's next? Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to get another fight in this year, or you kind of taking it day by day? Like, what's the
um,
plan?
taking it day by day. I really want to do the no-gi pans. I know that's coming up soon. It all depends. My calf is a little bit it's wrapped up right now. So just kind of got to see how that goes. I don't nothing major. I think I just pulled something. Have no idea what I did or when it happened, but it's sore, so it's wrapped up. But as long as that's good, I'd like to do no-gi pans and try and win the gold for that. I feel pretty confident. I love doing jiu-jitsu gi and no-gi. As far as getting another fight, I guess we'll just have to see like what my coaches think, how I'm feeling, how everything's going, what tools I need to sharpen up. And yeah, I mean, you never know, maybe there's enough time. But I also like enjoying the holidays, and I've had 5 fights in 5 or 6 months. So we'll see.
I mean, having a fantastic pro debut and then enjoying Thanksgiving and Christmas and Halloween is probably
It's looking pretty sweet right now.
um when you do return, I mean, do you want to kind of jump to like an LFA to a Fury FC, or do you want to stay with Showcase?
I'd like to get another local one. I really would. I'm really trying to grow up, like grow my like community. So if I can do that, that'd be great because I have all the time in the world to go to some of these bigger promotions. But it also depends on opponents and stuff, So and then if I decided if I wanted to do a 115 or if I wanted to do another 105, because I am like a true 105er. I'm kind of like in that weird middle place. So we're talking about it. We're figuring it out. There's no solid decision. We don't feel super rushed to make any kind of decision right now. Just enjoying the weekend and stuff. But yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to ask you next about the weight class, because I was talking with your manager and like says that you are in a atom weight, but like
Mhm.
you can also go straw weight if need be. So like, will it take time to grow into to straw weight? Like if that's like your future, or like what's
Yeah.
kind of like the mind frame right now?
Yeah. So in the future, I could. I have a great strength and conditioning coach. I know I could like bulk up and be a 115er, maybe change up my style a little bit for the fact that like I would be a shorter 115er, but I am very strong and I know I could put on more muscle if I need to. Actually, then that's been part of my issues. I'm about to turn 25, so I hit like that mature muscle. So I did have a little bit harder of a weight cut to 105. Didn't come off at first, and then I had to like diet really hard, eating too many burgers and fries. Can't help it, okay? But yeah, I guess we'll see. I just have to talk to my coaches and we'll decide together. But I think I'd be comfortable at 115 as well, especially not having to cut so hard. And I just change my style up, be able to get inside, work more wrestling, maybe. I don't know. I
I
can do
mean,
whatever.
for sure, for sure. I've been yelling at the UFC to bring in a atom weight division. I think there's that division has so many interesting prospects and even women in the UFC that could cut down to 105, and there's all the Japanese fighters. It's
Yeah.
like bring it in already. Like fuck.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, we're like cute pocket sized aggressive women. Who doesn't want to see that? We're fast and we go after it, that's for sure.
Sign me up. Sign me up. Finally, so your Tapology still has you as Hannah Scoggins. When are you gonna get that changed?
My manager's working. He's gonna send a. We actually talked about it yesterday. I didn't even realize that it still said my old last name. But he's working on getting that changed. So people like, there's a lot of confusion. I know. So I am Hannah Rokala. We just gotta get that changed.
You got two different identities.
Yeah, yeah. That's my other identity, my alter ego, I guess.
I like it. I like it. Awesome, Hannah. Thank you so much for your time. I really
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
If you want to plug your social media, plug any sponsors you
Yes.
might have, you want to thank anybody, the floor is yours.
Okay. Yes, it is Hannah, HANNAH underscore Rokala, ROKALA on Instagram. I will be making a Twitter. I'm gonna go do that today or tomorrow. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna follow you. Sponsors the Fight Doctors for getting my weight down, from making me healthy, all that good stuff. They're always there for me. My gym, should have started with them. UFC gym in Greenville, Coach Cody Freeland, Brian Harper, David Close. Y'all are amazing. Performance Evolution, his name is Gur. He's awesome. He's my strength and conditioning coach, keeping me in shape, getting me strong. Yeah, they're amazing. I'll have more next time. I'm gonna put them up here because I can't ever remember them.
Love it. Love it.